Hey y'all, I'm traveling today, first half of the day, so video from my car again, but it's Bitcoin ETF week, at least we hope and think, right? The news is that BlackRock specifically thinks it's gonna be approved on Wednesday, and all the ETF partners have now produced what their fee schedule is going to look like, and we have a quick summary so it shows all the different applicants and what they're going to be charging. I'm going to show you that in the next screen. But what's happening is Bitcoin's trading above 45,000 right now, and altcoins are taking a back seat. They're actually bleeding in accordance or relative to the performance of Bitcoin, which is very natural. I want to talk about that in a couple of minutes. Now, behind me, I've got the fee schedule of the different ETF applicants. And you can see Bitwise is coming in real low. BlackRock's going to be at 30 basis points. At first, I think they're saying they're going to be at 20 basis points and then move to 30 basis points. Look at the greed of Grayscale. 1.5%. So Grayscale, I think, is just out of touch in relation to the rest of the pack. And they're going to lose a lot of customers to BlackRock, in my opinion, and Fidelity and the rest of them. But BlackRock's the big name. There's going to be a lot of people that trust them. VanEck's doing a really good job already of advertising out there with some creative stuff. But it's just going to be an absolute battle, and that's what we want. We want institutional money clamoring over Bitcoin, and specifically over investors who require them to buy more Bitcoin on their behalf for the ETF shares. And that naturally, or over time, of course, we don't know how fast, will drive the price of Bitcoin up. I think we get 50K Bitcoin if I'm a gambling man, and I'm not, but if I were, figure of speech, I would say that we're looking at a 50K Bitcoin relatively soon after the ETF approval. From there, we might get a pullback, but then it's off to the races. When it comes to altcoins, this is the ETH or Ethereum BTC chart, the performance of Ethereum in relation to Bitcoin. And you can see it's bleeding. It's hurting. It's because of the ETF. And Ethereum obviously is the largest smart contract altcoin blue chip on the planet, and it's going to have its day in the sun after Bitcoin has its day in. And because Ethereum is the largest altcoin, it pretty much sets the pace and course for the rest of the market. Doesn't mean that it goes up before all the other altcoins can go up. You'll see altcoins in micro caps, small caps, mid caps, all over the board outperforming randomly. But in terms of the category, we want to see Ethereum pumping up to 2,500, 3,000, 3,200. And as it goes up, what that's indicating is that massive profits that were made in Bitcoin are rotating out into the altcoin hemisphere, where you'll get those massive gains. So we have a ton of bull market ahead of us, and anytime you get altcoin pullbacks, it's because there's usually some other reason. So I mentioned their day in the sun. Think of Bitcoin as the sun. It is the center of the crypto solar system. Whether Bitcoin maximalists or traditional financial people like it or not, it's just true. And sometimes the altcoins are they're always planets rotating around the Bitcoin solar system. And sometimes you're on the bright side of the sun and you're up 100x. Sometimes it's winter, it's darkness, and you're down 10, 20, 30x. That happens. It's a great time in a bull market to buy the dip on the dark side of the sun, or the dark side of the moon, or whatever that phrase is. So just remember, in a bull market, buying the dip is excellent strategy. And that's where we are. We are in the beginnings of a bull market, but I think it's about to get violent and ferocious. So buckle up, be prepared, and be encouraged. We got a whole lot of pay dirt in front of us. Talk soon.